Hello, it's your boy, Theo. I'm going to be covering some forum antics and some Patreon stuff that he happened to do today. If you don't like me reading, if you don't like videos where I read a lot, and a lot, or whatever, this won't be the video for you. See you in the next video. Otherwise, let's get on with it. Let's read his forums. Let's see what's going on in the realm of Darkside Phil. So in this forum post, he's talking about Dark Souls 1. He's gonna try to defend his legit redemption run. First of all, obvious saga counts banned again. Got him. Here's what I'll say. This is not my first run of Dark Souls. True, it's not his first run of Dark Souls at all. It's not. It's his third, which is funny because he defended this to being his first legit run. Now he's saying this isn't my first. This is not my first run. So okay. I'm going to partially remember some stuff, and unavoidably things will be spoiled for me. I'll do my best to avoid it, but that's just reality. Asking for anything more is ridiculously unrealistic. So it's unrealistic to expect Phil to tell his chat not to spoil things for him so that he can figure it out. And when the stream chat does do that, he can either send temp bans where they won't be able to participate in chat for whatever amount of time that the mod deems necessary. No. That's unrealistic. It's more realistic to ban people who criticize him for reading stream chat, and also ban people for criticizing him for using cheesy weapons. That's more realistic than him trying to slam people for spoiling the game for him. See, that's the thing that you should be doing, Phil. If you want this to be a redemption run, you need to have consequences for people who blurt out suggestions like things that spoil. Because I've been to his chat, I've seen how they react, how they do things. They instantly help him instantly. You don't have to think about it. They just go. They just this is what you do, Phil, and then Phil does what he does. Yeah, you might like, oh, I don't know how to get around this. Well, guess I'm not doing it. He takes 2 steps, stops. Oh, aha! Maybe it's something to do with this elevator. It's very hard to believe that he's not getting help when he says he's done with something, stops, awkward silence, and then he magically continues doing the thing he said he was gonna not do. Suspicious, right? And then he does these things where he has to blow his nose, which is hilarious because we've seen a tissue box next to him. He's able to have a tissue box right next to him multiple times, right? He turns off face cam. I assume he mutes his mic. I assume because you don't hear anything. And usually when you blow your nose, is hello everybody. Let's continue. It's very quick. You're not gonna be there for minutes blowing your nose. That's if you're blowing your nose for minutes, I might say go to the doctor for that. So he would mute his and it's just more suspicious because he's okay with snorting into the mic, burping into the mic, farting into the mic, doing whatever near the mic. But when it comes to sneezing, he has fucking standards. But I'm pretty sure if you look through his videos, he sneezed into the mic before. I'm pretty sure he has done that before. I'm pretty sure. I do remember hearing him blow his nose while the mic was on and the face cam. No, just recording going on. You could hear him blow his nose in multiple videos in the past. I know you can. I'm like 90% sure he has done this. So, more fucking conspiracy theories about that. So I really would be hard to believe that he wasn't looking at God, he's not getting his hand held. I would be fucking impressed if it turns out that I was wrong, but there's no way the amount of time it takes him to sneeze adds up. I really don't believe that. So yeah, so there's that. But he should really be doing something about his chat, instantly going to his aid immediately. Even the mods don't do shit. Because I've been to his chat. I got I got banned for saying, "Wow, Phil has an OP weapon," and then I got banned. I mean, I said like, "Oh, he has an OP weapon," and he's complaining about a boss being cheap. I don't, I said something like that, and I got banned for that, which is ridiculous because I'm just saying what happened. He has an OP weapon. He complained about the boss being cheap. I don't think he has any right to complain about the boss being cheap when he has an overpowered weapon. I don't think that's right. That's like me um, having God mode in Street Fighter. Can't get killed, can't get knocked out. I always win. And then I complain, even after I win, I complain about the other person spamming. Now, or something like that. Like if I have something to give me a boost, and then I complain about the other thing being cheap. It's like fuck off with that. That's what I'm trying to get at. So yeah, he really should be slamming the his viewers for helping him, but he doesn't. Instead, he makes excuses for them so that they can continue doing it. So really, the only people who are being punished are the people who are trying to keep Phil to follow through with what he promised the playthrough to be. So let's continue. Complaining about me getting an incredibly rare, overpowered weapon drop is baby shit. He fucking was grinding enemies nonstop. I've seen people even in Freedom Chat saying this. Like they're like, well, it's kind of weird that he kept going after all these particular enemies back to back to back to back to back, and then suddenly a weapon drops that's overpowered. Because we've seen him play the game. He runs from every enemy, but this one particular enemy in this one particular spot, he doesn't run away from. Okay. But it's incredibly so he's shitting on people who are complaining that he has an OP weapon. Yeah, sure, it's rare. Oh, I got it. Let's just assume he got legitimately. Okay, let's say he did. It's still fucking cheesing the game. You're cheesing the game regardless. Because with that logic, then why not just get the Drake sword again? Why not do that and say, well, it's a rare OP item drop. I got it. Like, why not just do that? Because the issue why people are complaining about this OP weapon is that it nerfs the challenge that the game is known to have. And everyone would say, well, anyone can get this weapon. Anyone can. But you don't know how many people got it on their first run. And if this is trying to be posed as a redemption run, he should be really going through the actual challenge of the game, not trying to find the OP weapon to cheese the fucking game. That's not the fucking point of this run. Like, this is the problem. He promised a run that everyone knew. Everyone knew he wasn't able to fulfill. There was no way he was gonna have a legitimate run of Dark Souls 1. Every single person was just saying this isn't gonna be a legitimate run, and it wasn't. And he's getting upset when people are fucking disappointed by that. But let's get through with this. I didn't know about it, and it was random luck. Yeah, okay, let's just assume that as well. It's still fucking cheese because you are literally going through this game with an overpowered weapon that nerfs the challenge of the game. Yeah, someone's gonna say, well, he got bodied by some bosses. But still, those are some bosses. He has also steamrolled other bosses with this weapon. He should really be using the weapons that the game assumes you are gonna be using. Using rare OP weapons is just cheesing the game. It's so fucking stupid because at this point he's just trying to shift the blame from him to the game. The game isn't developed for you to be forced to play in a certain way. Yeah, they give you OP weapon drops, but if you're boasting this playthrough to be a redemption run, to be like, oh no, I'm gonna beat the game's ass and all that shit, then get the weapons that the game assumes that you're gonna be using. Don't use this fucking OP shit. It removes any legitimacy or any ground you have. So instead of you looking like a badass player who went through the odds, I went through the challenges of Dark Souls 1, you just got the OP weapon that destroys everything in a few hits. Like how that doesn't make you look better. How does that make you feel accomplished? Like you're cheesing the accomplishment so bad in this, and it's fucking astounding how you're doing mental gymnastics to defend this. It's just unfair for as a gamer and just as a person who promised a certain playthrough. Like, okay, you're just mad that I'll now do pretty well throughout the game because of luck instead of struggling, which, let's face it, is all those people want to see, so they can make their "this is how you don't play" videos. While you've made this fucking playthrough to bridge the fans and the detractors, you want both people to watch this playthrough and enjoy it. So you're surprised when the detractors are upset that you got an OP weapon and you're not going to be bodied anymore. You didn't think that could be a possibility? Are you fucking insane? That's like me. Like everyone watched me play Street Fighter 5. They love me when I get salty. That's like me playing Street Fighter 5 and be like, "Oh, I lost. Cool." They're gonna be fucking pissed. They're gonna be fucking pissed that I'm not getting salty when I get fucking salty like whenever it happens. Like I'm not giving them something that they've come to see from me. Like I know that the whole point of people watching me play Street Fighter 5 is to see me get fucking salty. And I'm not gonna fucking run like a bitch and say, "Well, that game sucks. I'm not playing that game anymore." So it's fucking retarded that he boasted this playthrough to be the playthrough to for both the detractors and the fans, and then he's getting shitty when the detractors are upset about it. Then you shouldn't have been making this playthrough with boasting about the detractors then. And it's fucking stupid because like he kind of stumbles on this point when saying this. He kind of does because he says that they're just mad that now he'll do pretty well. He's doing pretty well because he has a fucking crutch on. He has a handicap. That's like me playing against Tiger Woods at golf, and Tiger Woods like, Theo isn't a good golfer. I'm just gonna go through a handicap. I'm gonna play shitty so that he can feel better about himself or something. And I beat him, and then I go around it's like, I beat Tiger Woods, guys. I fucking beat him. I'm the best golfer on the planet because I beat Tiger Woods. Like, you know how much of an asshole I'd sound because I beat Tiger Woods while he gave me a handicap. That's what's going on here. He is getting this huge major handicap, and he's trying to pass it off as he's still the fucking tough guy Phil who went through Dark Souls. That's not gonna happen, Phil. And I know for a fucking fact when he beats Dark Souls 1, he's gonna, I fucking did it. Look at me, I fucking beat fucking Dark Souls. I'm so good. Let me just fucking pat myself on the back really hard, guys. I fucking beat Dark Souls 1, dude. I did it. And he fucking used a cheesy weapon. He beat Dark Souls 1 with an OP weapon. It didn't change from his past fucking playthroughs. He's just doing the same fucking playthrough. This is the biggest trap of views I have seen. And this is stuff that a fucking shitty, greedy TV network pulls off when they want to get views on their shows. They do this shitty fucking hype build up for a show, for an episode, like, oh, see, in this episode a character will die, and then it's like Kenny dies. It's like, we all know Kenny dies. Cool. It's just such fucking shit that he's trying to defend this shitty playthrough and trying to defend him using a handicap. Are you fucking retarded, Phil? Are you a fucking baby, Phil? You need fucking handicaps? Fuck off. Grow up. Grow the fuck up that you need an OP weapon. And then you're trying to defend said OP weapon. You don't see how much of a bitch this makes you look? You don't know? You don't see how much of a bitch this makes you look? This alone. The rest I'm sure he gets worse, but that alone makes him look like a bitch. I'm sorry. There's no way you can convince me otherwise. Even if he went back to play Street Fighter 5, if he beats Scarface, if he does anything else, if he went back to play Persona 3, he's still a fucking bitch because he's defending using a cheese weapon and trying to pass himself as a redemption run that he fucking did it, and he's using a handicap. Are you really? So, okay, let's continue this shit show. Complaining about me asking where a door is, which I wandered around for 2 hours thinking I'd known where it was and was wrong, is about 50-50 valid. Yes, it's a spoiler, but at least he says it's 50-50 valid. At least he gave them that much. It's a spoiler, but it also allows the playthrough to progress properly. If I'd actually ran around looking for it completely by myself, it could have been instantly found or taken even longer, making the playthrough unwatchable. Now, some people would argue, why not do those hours of searching, then edit out because it's boring. Sorry, I have like a lot of like phlegm in my mouth. And nobody wants to watch it. Exactly, he can just not upload those fucking parts. He could just, or maybe upload the best parts of those or something. You don't have to show the full thing. Like that's the point of the stream. See, this is the thing that he really needs to understand. The point of a stream is to show the person playing the game. That's the whole attraction of it. Is that, oh, he's gonna do stuff that that might not be in the playthrough when it's uploaded on YouTube. He can double his views that way, but he won't fucking do it. I respond thus: why fucking do it? Do it if it's boring. The entire point. This isn't a new game. People know where the door is. Tell me and let's continue with the fun of the playthrough. But the whole fucking point of this whole playthrough is to play it like without any help. So if he doesn't know where things are, people can understand by saying to themselves, "Oh, he hasn't played this in like 6 years, whatever." And he's going in cold. He's not getting any help. People would understand because they have the context they need to know. And if anything, if they get fucking bored, if it's on YouTube, guess what they can do, Phil? Skip. But of course, you need those views, and if they skip for one playthrough, oh, that's a playthrough that's dead in the water, dude. Of the playthrough rather than waste time on dumb shit. He's a fan of the game, by the way. This game is long enough as it is. We don't need to waste insane amounts of time for a cryptically located door. Grow up. While he said in the weekend preview that if he doesn't finish the game, it's no big deal because he can always go back to it during other downtime. But now he doesn't want to make the playthrough any longer. He doesn't want to do that. A playthrough, mind you, that gets a lot of fucking views. He doesn't want to make this playthrough any longer. The only playthrough right now that's pulling in over 700 views, and he doesn't want to enjoy this playthrough out to the longest that he can make it by playing this cold. Phil, the fact that I'm making more like money grubbing ideas than you is fucking scary. I don't know why I'm fucking figuring this out for you that you can make more money and get more views in certain ways, but that just shows how fucking of a fucking idiot you are when it comes to this. Okay. In regards to the Great Hollow, it's another 50-50 situation. I known there was something at the tree, okay, but that was it. I make it a point to not watch spoiler videos and the like. Yeah, he only just turns off face cam, turns off the mic to blow his nose. That he disappears for like minutes, and then he comes back, and then he knows what to do immediately after. Yeah, okay. I actually thought that the person on Twitter was trying to show me how to get to Blighttown. So he watched a video on Twitter because he even mentions the dragon in the video that the guy sent him on Twitter, and then he's like, "Well, I thought it was about Blighttown." Okay. And when I realized that's not what the video was, I stopped watching once it showed the player running up the tree. I honestly didn't know that was an illusory oh my god, wall behind the chest. I was trying to do the jump attack to hit it and see if it was a mimic. Yeah, okay, because the standard spear poke was going completely over it. Okay, I had no idea what was inside that tree, or that it led to the area that with the Hydra. While he mentions the fucking dragon, he mentions that he saw a dragon. Like, oh, I didn't remember there was a dragon there. Now he's like, well, I didn't know there was a Hydra there. Okay, and I still honestly have no idea what the fuck is over there. Stream chat was going nuts with messages like, don't go there and go there, amazing treasure. So I have no fucking idea what the fuck was going on, because maybe some people in the chat was either trying to help you legitimately or trying to throw you off. Again, I haven't played Dark Souls 1, so I don't know if he was going the right or wrong way. So I can't really validate these claims. I'm sure someone can if they played the game. I have not. I really okay. I didn't sit at the bonfire because I don't have fast travel capability yet, and certainly didn't want to get stuck next to that Hydra. If there wasn't other way to escape, I'm going to go back there soon. So we'll see. Okay. Lastly, I'm going to say this: enough with he's looking at stream chat. He's looking at stream chat when you're watching him play the game. He's like, let's say that this is where the TV is. This is where he's playing Dark Souls 1. This is where stream chat is. He's doing the do. Okay, I'm going up the wall. He's constantly looking at stream chat, so it's really hard to say that, oh, whatever. So let's continue what he has to say. The stream chat whining. I look at stream chat like that with every fucking stream. I'm checking to see how people are reacting to stuff, to see if the stream is working properly. He's checking to see how people are reacting, which can also entail people who are telling him things. So this is kind of a general ambiguous excuse he's making to look at stream chat, because look, if the stream goes down, let's say the stream goes down, he can look at chat, sure, but he can look at that sparingly, but he looks at that way too often. I've streamed and my stream has gone down multiple times, but I don't check every like I just check sometimes. Half the time I don't fucking care. I just look at the stream chat to see if they're fucking shit talking me, because I want to see if there's something that I can react to. But he looks at stream chat so many times. If stream goes down, he can probably figure it out either on his own, or he can just continue playing. And then when he's like, "Wow, dude, this happened," and then he can find out if stream went down when he does this big accomplishment and he looks at stream chat. But he doesn't reserve any of that for the moments of those moments. He just looks at it like regardless. So, okay. And not always reading for spoilers or handholding. Yeah, but it benefits you. It benefits you to look at stream chat regardless. It's more enticing for you to look at stream chat than anything else, because this has been a constant issue with his stream chat. Constant. Even back when he started streaming, this has been an issue where stream chat has been literally spoiling things for him. Like back in the days of YouTube, back when it was the comment section that was the problem, but it was at least it would affect the next session, not the current one that you would see being uploaded or whatever. But this is just like live ruining of a playthrough, so you can't say it's legitimate while having stream chat. You can't really say that. I understand that he wants to make sure that the stream is running properly, but if you're going to upload the videos on YouTube anyway, then there's no issue. If that's how I feel about it. I archive all my streams anyway, so if something goes down wrong with the stream, yeah, sometimes I might go out of my way to get it back up and running again. But I'll know deep inside that if something goes wrong, hey, I can always just continue with the archive, and then they can watch it later. The only time that it really wonders if I'm streaming something that's oh, this needs to be shown now or something. I don't know. It is what it is. Case in point, the stream malfunctioned. When did it malfunction? I don't remember. It was a Twitch side error, but I didn't know that. The stream chat told me, so I double checked all the settings and the like to make sure it wasn't something on my end. Isn't this funny? It's very funny, and you know what? It's also bordering on conspiracy, because I was watching these streams, and I kind of saw people complaining about Twitch. They were like, "Oh, it's frozen," and it wasn't frozen for me. I was able to watch it like everyone else. So to me, my conspiracy theory, put on your fucking tinfoil hats, ladies and gentlemen. I think that people who are saying that there's something wrong with Twitch were these white knights who are trying to defend Phil for handholding him. So they're giving him a reason to look at stream chat. That's what I'm thinking. That's my conspiracy theory, because I didn't see anything frozen. The gameplay was running fine. He was going on and on and on. I didn't see how it was frozen. So but it was magically a Twitch side error. So we can't validate if there was an error or not because we're not Twitch. Isn't that funny how these errors magically make Phil sound right because you can't prove or disprove what he said? Isn't that kind of funny? And only a few people in this Twitch chat was saying that the stream was frozen. So yeah, they could be telling the truth. Why would they lie? Maybe they were telling the truth, but or maybe they were trying to give him an excuse to look at chat. Who knows? Who knows? Because also notice that his fans have to have known that some detractors in the community, in the detractor community, that they take caps of the chat. So they might be saying things to document things that happen. So it's not hearsay. The only hearsay thing is the stream being frozen. But we'll see. Let's continue. I didn't know that. The stream chat told me. I double checked. If I hadn't, the stream might have crashed, and I never would have known. There have been random times when my mic went out, etc. His mic never went out, and the stream crashing. Okay, boo-hoo. You're recording it for YouTube. They'll catch up on YouTube. And I never would have known if I wasn't checking stream chat. If I'm streaming, you need to wake up and realize that checking stream chat is necessary. If you don't like that, don't ask me to stream ever. Okay then. Fucking okay then. Don't ask me to stream ever. Phil. You are streaming for the money. You're streaming for the money, Phil. I know you don't want to admit that, but you admitted multiple times in the past, but you're streaming for the money. It has nothing to do with what people ask you anymore. It's not about that. So let's continue. We're gonna continue going up because some of that stuff was just recaps of stuff that we've seen. So this is, I guess, on the same thread talking about Dark Souls. Thanks, I'm having a lot of fun exploring instead of just going where you're supposed to go, and it's driving the simpletons absolutely nuts. This fucking word is a new DSPism. It was fad for a long ass time last year. There was some other word he loved using, but now it's simpletons is the new hot word that Phil loves. Skinny was the one. He loved using skinny for a long ass time as well, but now it's simpletons. So good, absolutely nuts. So things I'm having a lot of fun exploring just instead of just going where you're supposed to go, and it's driving the simpletons absolutely nuts. Laugh out loud. I have no idea how to get my Firelink Shrine Firekeeper back now, but thankfully I did talk to Qualag, sister, and can reinforce my Estus flasks because he needs that Estus shit. He needs it. There once I get the fast travel, which seems still be a long way off. Laugh out loud. The lower unbead, oh my god, undead berg. The undead berg is a huge. Okay, lower could mean anywhere. That isn't the top of the building. To be honest, here it's not like you walk onto the street and it says lower undead berg or anything. Without massive exploration or already having played the game, you wouldn't have known the door was there. Is where you're supposed to go. It honestly looks like scenery to me. I don't even remember how I found it in my first run. Really, luck. This time I stumbled right by it, and again, if I'd wandered around for it, people would have complained it was boring, and I should have cut it out of the playthrough. So why do it then? You can't have it both ways. Yes, you can. Because when people watch it on the stream, they can see whatever process you got to finding the door. And then when you upload it to YouTube, you could just not upload the parts where you're just bumbling around. You don't need to do that. You don't need to show everything. But okay, he can't do it. He absolutely can't do it. He needs to fill your inboxes with a lot of fucking things. So here's another one. I think this is the last one of the Dark Souls stuff. Then we'll get into the Patreon goodies. So let's get into this. I really need to start trusting my gut instincts more. Okay. When I start second guessing myself is when stuff gets hairy. Laugh out loud. So far, so good with Dark Souls this week. Pocomix said, I think it's also pretty cool seeing how much Phil has improved these past years, not just skill level, but his attitude towards the game. Watching this side by side with his original playthrough, it feels like two completely different people playing the game. Yeah, his the first playthrough was a lot more fun, and it was more energized, energetic. It was just fun. His older playthroughs were a lot better, to be honest. Now he just sounds bored. He's just like, hello everyone. Like he's just not there. He claims he's not bored, but I think he's not bored of the game. I think he's just bored of having to stream for a set amount of hours, and I think that's the boring stuff for him. Not the game itself. Just the stream in general, just being there. I think if he wasn't streaming, he would probably have more fun again, but he's not because think about how much fun you would have if you're playing a game and you're sitting next to this guy and this guy's telling you where to go, he's telling you where to everything, and you're kind of getting whatever. Are you gonna have a fun time playing a game around that guy, or are you gonna have more of a fun time? Yeah, you're enjoying the game, but this guy's telling you everything about the game as well. So yeah, you're having fun with the game, but you're also getting bored by having this guy sitting next to you telling you where to go. That's the kind of attitude I'm getting from new Phil, from this Phil, from modern Phil, is that he's not bored of the game. He's just bored of the people in his stream chat because they're just telling him where to go. They're just random yes men, to be honest. But let's get into this. Well, I mean, I am a different person. Yeah, he's a shittier person. I mean, look, he was always an asshole. He was always an asshole. But at least when he was younger, there was some form of genuine earnest, like not earnest, just genuine, something genuine about him. There was something genuine about him when he was doing older playthroughs. When you watch his older playthroughs, there was something genuine about it. He was an asshole. I'm not saying he wasn't, but he had some kind of like there was some form of enjoyment to be had watching him. Now when I watch videos from him now, it's just like I go to sleep. Like when I was watching the Zelda Ocarina of Time playthrough, I was ready to sleep. I was ready to go to sleep. Um, but let's continue. 8 years on YouTube and 6 years since I played this game for the first time. Okay, have really changed me. Back then, being a very casual gamer outside of Street Fighter, I didn't understand how anyone could like a game as gruelingly difficult as Dark Souls. Now I understand, and honestly, if the game just performed better graphically throughout, I think it would be on my top 3 games of all time. Play the PC version if you want better performance, but yeah, he understands it now by running from enemies. I watched his stream today. I was there, and he uh was running from enemies. He saw this enemy standing still. And he was like, oh, I don't want to lose 4,000 souls, dude. Why isn't he moving? Why isn't he moving? Like he started freaking out because the enemy wasn't moving, so he was very scared. You could see the fear in his eyes. But the low frame rates in Blighttown during Hydra fights, big bosses, and the Crystal Cavern kind of soured the overall experience. Again, you can just play it on PC and get a stable frame rate. I'm pretty sure his lemon can run it, TBH. Take a look at my fights versus the Taurus demons in the demon ruins today. I'm losing badly, but instead of losing my cool, I break down how hitboxes in game like these really should coincide with on-camera graphics. There was just something funny about that. I don't know what it was, but it's just sitting there picturing Phil playing things like hitboxes there, like doing these fucking algorithms in his head about hitboxes. It just makes me laugh. Then I related to how Street Fighter. What the fuck? This guy makes the weirdest analogies and connections I have seen. I really don't get how fucking this guy can go through life with these fucking analogies. Like Like Kevin and I think that we make bad analogies. It's just look how Phil makes them. Oh, I'm playing Zelda. Oh, this is just like fucking Dark Souls, dude. Oh, this is just like Street Fighter. Hitboxes have been really wonky over the years as well. If I'd actually gone there in 2011, I probably would have wished death upon the game devs. Endlessly screamed, whined, raged, etc. The difference is, I get it now. I'm pretty sure in this he did a boss today. This big boss, he was attacking its ass. He was kind of shitting on the not the developers, but shitting on the game. Like, oh, what were they thinking with this one, dude? Like he was saying shit like that. So, and eventually I got past those Taurus demons and got the item I wanted. So it all worked out. Oh yeah, he said about psychic enemies. Like, oh, the enemies knew I was there, even though I wasn't there, dude. Look at this shit. Like he's not shitting on the developers. Oh, he's not shitting on the developers per se. But he's alluding to that by saying, "Look at these psychic enemies." He's slightly criticizing the game design during his playthrough. You can really fucking see it when he plays it. Like one of the bosses he was playing against, he said, "Oh, it would be easier if this was in a big open room." See, but they don't put it in a big open room. Otherwise, it would be easy. That's the fucking point. That's why they put you in a small room, because it's to give you challenge that you have to fight this boss in a small narrow room using the area you're in. I'm really happy to have gone back to this game now. And honestly, to be fair, to be fair, I'm glad he's playing a game he wants to play. I'm glad he's enjoying it. I'm glad he's enjoying it in his own DSP way, but it's just you can't promise a playthrough to be a certain way and then go back on that. You can't do that. You can't, like Phil said to the other guy, you can't have it both ways. You can't promise a redemption run with no excuses, no handholding, and then make excuses for the handholding. You can't do that. But whatever. Let's continue. I'm really happy to have gone back, and I hope that it opens the eyes of a lot of people who have done nothing but talk shit about what a horrible person and gamer I am, when in reality, I've done my best to improve myself and change for the better. Well, not too long ago, there was a game that he played, and he said, Final Fantasy 15. I almost forgot about that gem, right? He wished that one of the developers who designed, I think, Chapter 13, the infamous chapter that people hate, he wished for him to go homeless and never get a job ever again. But he's a better person now. Now he wishes people to be homeless. He's a better person now. And it's the same person. I'm pretty sure in the same year, last year, 2016, he said he wished death to people, to developers in some way. I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure. And I think he even said some shit to Capcom about it too. And Alpha Omega Sin, he did shit about that too. But he's a better person now. Okay. Yeah, you convinced me with this. There's better. I'm not perfect, but to say that I'm the same shitty gamer from when I started on YouTube would be a pretty ridiculous thing to say at this point. No, it's pretty spot on. You yelled at your viewers, said that there's no excuses. You had enough of their excuses. Their excuses. You had enough of that. But it's okay for you to give excuses, but enough of their excuses. Call them lazy, and then apologize about them misunderstanding what you said, and also said that you're sorry that they watched video from Eddie. But you're a better person, and you definitely fucking convinced me. You're completely a different gamer from you were back then, dude. Definitely, yeah, different person. Okay, that's all I gotta say about that one. What's this one? Oh, okay. Patreon goodies. Okay, let's get right into it. Hold on. I want to see. I want to make sure that there's no Okay, there's no redundancy. Okay, good. So let's check his Patreon. Actually, let's go to his Patreon because Remember my last Patreon video? He had 3 goals. Yeah. Remember that? Patreon's gonna take a while for that to load. So while that's loading, I'll just read this. Um, and it'll build up to it. Okay, so let's read this and we'll get right into it. So you think the PS4 Pro slash 4K TV should just be removed as goals? Honestly, I only added them because a lot of people asked me why I haven't gotten the PS4 Pro and wanted me to cover it. Well, it's too late for that now. No one cares about it. Honestly, even when the PS4 Pro was released, it kind of had an interest to it. Then the interest kind of died because really at this point, I think people are just waiting for the PlayStation 5. To be honest, because really the PS4 Pro offers no benefit. In my opinion, if you have a PS4 right now, there's no benefit to get the Pro. I think you'd only get the Pro if you have the money to throw for it. Sure, okay, fair enough. You have the money for it, go get it, go crazy. But if you're happy with your PS4, hey man, you're fucking set. Um, because really, I think people are just gonna be waiting for the PS5 because that's when we're gonna get real 4K gaming. Assuming that we will get it, who knows? But I mean, it is what it is. To cover it, and I can't cover it if I don't have a 4K TV to see the difference in quality. But the viewers don't care, and honestly, like as I said before, I really don't trust that Phil will get a 4K TV that will be perfect for gaming or good for gaming. I don't think he'll find one. I think you have to do a lot of research to find it because 4K is still roughly new. It's a new quality. Um, I mean, we're just getting 4K Blu-rays. It's there. I mean, it's an existing quality, but I mean, it's gonna take a while for it to be a household quality, in my opinion. Ultimately, I'm eventually going to have to get a new TV as this one is getting old, and there are some dead pixels appearing in one portion of the TV, but it's certainly not something that's immediately needed. I could just add the TV as a stretch goal by itself later. He wants to add the TV as a stretch goal later. Honestly, honestly, he should just get another 1080p TV. He doesn't need a 4K TV. And really, the way that I work with TVs, I get a TV, I make sure to I use it all the way until it can't turn on. Once it can't turn on, I will get a new TV. But if I can turn it on, watch movies, play games, hey, that perfect. That's all I need. I don't need to um, worry about whatever. I'm just gonna be using the TV until I can't turn it on anymore. Because really, TVs are built to last. You're not like when there's a new quality, you're not gonna just jump right into the new quality. That's just insane, in my opinion. Because it's also a new infancy quality. And prices will drop. The 4K TVs are gonna get cheaper over time. So I mean, I feel sorry for all the people who went to jump and buy plasmas day one because I heard some bad things about plasma TVs. I mean, now I think plasma has gone to the point where they're actually pretty good, but back in its early days, it was a pretty bad purchase. I have been hearing, but whatever. That's the past. We're here now. For the record, the goal numbers aren't going to gradually decrease month over month. Any excess funds I'm getting on Patreon go directly to my bills, but he said that the $1,025 go to the bills. Everything over that should be going to the TV, and the number gradually decreasing month by month. How can I put this? Because it's not that the goal is gonna magically shrink. It's not like, oh well, now it went from 2,000 to 1,000. It's just that it stacks money. Like, let's say you have a jar. Okay, you have a jar. This is the $1,025. The first goal, that's filled. Then you get another jar, which is the PS4 Pro 4K TV. The I think it was 2,500. I don't know, whatever amount that was. Then it fills up here. So it fills up, fills up, fills up. The amount to get to the top of the jar is going to be capped at that level. I mean, it's not gonna the jar isn't gonna shrink. It's just gonna stay where it is, and then you're just gonna have to fill it up. So people are filling up to reach this goal. So I think that's weird wording he used because it's not that the value is decreasing. It's just that you're getting closer and closer to that goal. But if That's not the case. So the money that goes straight to the TV, that should be going to the TV, is going straight to his bills. Then why bother having it? And that's what a lot of people were saying, that this was a scam, a scammy goal. It was a con, almost. And this kind of alludes to that, because if the amount isn't going to the TV or the PS4 and it's going straight to his bills, then that money is not going to where the people think that the money is going to. Now I know again someone's gonna say, but Theo, the whole point of Patreon is to support him, and the money that goes to him is goes to support. Yeah, okay, it goes to support him. But when you have a goal that says specifically what it's for and where the money's going to, it alludes to that if I give Phil money, it's gonna go to this fucking goal. Like, I backed Indivisible. Guess where the money's going? It's going to develop Indivisible. If Lab Zero comes out and says, guys, the money that you give us for Indivisible, yeah, we might give you Indivisible, but the money is gonna go to our bills. We have to pay our bills, dude. So that's where the money's going right now. It's not gonna go into the game. It's gonna go to our wallets to pay our bills. So, you wanna back us? Like, no one's gonna fucking back Indivisible if that's the case. And if anything, I would ask for a refund at that point, because I didn't pay for that. I paid to get the game made. And he's using Patreon in that kind of way. Again, if he wants to use Patreon to pay his bills, he should just have goals that say, this is going to pay my bills, and leave it at that. I don't know. It is what it is. But let's continue. Let's continue with this. Go directly to pay my bills. If 1 month people rally together and purposely pledge to raise enough funds to for the new PC, then great. I'll dedicate the money towards it. But just because I make $200 in excess of the lowest goal for a month doesn't mean that I can't take that money and save it somewhere to go towards the PC. I very much need that money. He very much needs that money. However, if I were to say hit the goal for the PS4 Pro TV, then yes, the goal for the PC would be lowered appropriately to only $1,750, above and the already existing $1,025 goal. But I may scrap the PS4 TV goal altogether based on feedback here. But here's the thing. Here's the thing with this whole sentence. He says that he needs the money, okay. If you were to hit the goal for this, then so what this kind of tells me is that he's expecting for by the end of the month that he would hit the goal, that he would get that money that he wanted to get for the PS4 Pro. See, this is I said this and I knew I was right to be worried. These goals are not meant to last a month. They're supposed to last until they are reached. When they are reached, then whatever money goes beyond that goes into the next goal, and then the next goal, so on and so forth. That's how it works. You're supposed to stack goals. You're not supposed to just keep reverting back to zero like this. This is exactly the issue I have with him doing these stretch goals, because it opens this door to these sleazy explanations that isn't gonna please anyone. It might, if you are pledging to his Patreon and don't care about this, then they're obviously not gonna care. But those who are pledging do fucking care. Don't get me wrong. If you pledge and you don't care for this, then this video won't change your mind. But if you do care about this, then thank you for watching. Let's continue. In reality, the excess money you're seeing on my Patreon page doesn't even exist. Last month, if you remember, my public-facing Patreon total said it was over 1,100. But it wasn't until the 20-plus patron update their declined pledges info that we finally did actually hit the goal of 1025. But it says 1,100. That's over 1,025, so they hit the goal regardless. But I guess it's between that goal, that number, and that number. I mean, it might not have been exactly that number, maybe. That public facing number is completely bullshit and will always be wrong. And according to Patreon, they cannot do anything to fix it. They never accounted for people changing their Patreon pages to charge up front, and that number is always wrong, usually way over what I actually get. So he says that it's always wrong, usually way over. Way over. But earlier, he says the excess money you're seeing doesn't exist, but he usually makes over the goal. But then he says that's not the number he gets, but that's the goal. But he makes it over what it shows on the page. But if the page shows that, he makes see what I mean when I say that when he talks about fucking money, he has some weird explanation that doesn't add up. It goes in this weird back and forth that's like the money goes here, but then the money's over there, the number value is this, but the real value is that, but I won't show you the value that I get, but the value is this. Like, it makes no sense. And the thing is, again, I will give him the benefit of the doubt here because, again, I've heard from another person who uses Patreon that there is a glitch with the numbers. I don't know if she means the amount of people who pledge or the amount of money that's pledged. That I need to get clarification from her about. But I think she was talking about people. I think the amount of people is wrong. Like, the goal might say 50 people have donated, but she might see that, but on her end, it might say 40 people donated. So it might not be the money. The money might not be correct or whatever. Who knows? But again, Phil will not post any proof. He won't. He doesn't see the importance of it. He doesn't think anyone will care. The only person who doesn't care, for a fact, I know, would be Brightside Viking. Shout out to you, sir. You got me to say your shitty name. So now we get to the wall of text. But now I think this is going to go on about the update that he did. So let's look at this. Let's view all of it. See, he got rid of the PS4 Pro and 4K TV, which is good, I guess. So he changes to 2,800. So, okay, I mean, if I hit this Patreon goal, same thing that he said about the fucking PC last time. Why is the goal set to 2,800? Please keep in mind, my lower goal is 1025. The 1025 needs to pay his bills, but whatever he makes in excess, he's gonna use to pay his bills. But also look at his Instagram and see the restaurants he goes. See, we'll even go to his Instagram. Let's go to his Instagram. Let's go on. This is gonna be a long video. Let's commit to this long ass video. How long is? Almost an hour. I think we can do this, guys. Okay. They call me DSP. There he is. Let's see. He's making food here. Watching movies. Okay. What is this? What anime is this? An anime? Yu Yu Hakusho. Okay, he's drinking off the Yu Yu Hakusho. He's watching Finding Dory, which is a whatever movie. He bought that. He went out to get shit. Is this a restaurant? I think this is a restaurant. So see, he went to a restaurant. But this guy, he needs your money. He needs your money right now because remember, whatever he makes over 1025 goes into paying his bills immediately. So who knows if this money is really going towards the PC or if it's just going to go into his wallet. So welcome to Camera 2.0. This goal is only 1,775 above the previous level, which is about what I estimate the cost would be to purchase the PC parts, tax, and shipping. So hitting the goal solidifies that the 1,775 be spent on the new PC. But again, as I said in the last video, he really should be looking at PC parts, looking at the numbers, the amount of money he'll be spending right now. He should really be talking to his fans right now in making a PC. Because that way he can make a better goal. That way he can have a better idea of how much to cost, how much to pay, and all this kind of stuff. But he's not going to do that. And also notice that he's committed to the $1,025. Remember when he said that it was $1,250? He's still making the $1,250, but now he's committing to the $1,025. Isn't it funny when he's about to introduce a more steep goal, he wants to make the current goal sound cheap in comparison. So 1,028. I mean, regardless, the 1,250 sounds cheaper than the 2,800, but he wants to make sure that that first goal sounds cheap. I know it's weird. It's weird that he's committing to the 1025. So let's read this long text. Yeah, guess who was just another sock account of the guy I just banned yesterday for the 20th time or so. He's gone. Got him. And he's an idiot anyway. Got him again. Oh, fair enough. If people are saying that the PS4 Pro TV goal is bunk, I'll remove it tonight. I'll just adjust the PC goal to be around 1750, above the already existing goal of 1025. Okay, but again, what if the computer costs more than that? But he's again not going to double check with his fans to make sure that the estimate he got is correct. He's not going to bother with that. But it is what it is, I guess. I mean, people are going to be paying $1,750 in the hopes that the money is just right for the PC. Because if it's not, well, guess where that money is going? So the traditional game says you're willing to accept over $200 extra each month from what you're asking and not giving anything extra in return. I'm not trying to be a troll, but in my opinion, that's incredibly selfish. He needs to update the fucking rewards. The $5 reward is the worst reward on that fucking site. No thought. The $5 and the $50 ones are the worst goals on that fucking site. When you go there, those are the worst goals you get. You get the shit end of the stick. The $50 goal, it's only good one time. You're not gonna fucking pledge $50 again. You're not going to, because you're not getting that same reward again. So what's the point? His Patreon is shit. But he's right. It is selfish because he's taking the money anyway. Because again, as I said, what if the PC is more than $1,750? Is he just magically gonna come up with the money to pay for the remainder? No. Say goodbye to that money, guys. You better hope, fingers crossed, that PC is $1,750, and also you better fucking hope that PC fucking is right. Otherwise, he'll fucking blame you. That's another forum post I meant to read. I might have to dig that up, but let's continue. Especially since you were doing that with the camera goal. You remember the camera goal. I know you need money to pay your bills, but that should be reflected in the base goal, which he claims it is. Remember, he claims the 1025 is to cover bills. Remember that. I'm only saying this because 1025 is what you're asking for. Exceeding the goal should go towards improvements of your content. Correct. You can also kind of argue that getting a better PC is improving its content, which I guess would be a point to be made. But again, that's what I've been saying as well. I think that he should have that goal to go towards a PC. He should, but he needs to know. He needs to do research about it. He can't just flub up a number and come up with an estimate, because who knows how he got that number? Who knows? And then if the computer happens to be more expensive than that, what's gonna happen? Does he have a solution? Does he have a great solution to this, or is he gonna Project 7 the PC? Who knows? But okay. Selfish? That's what you are, Phil. Don't act surprised. I'm sure your parents tell you that multiple times. Exceeding the goal by small amounts needs to go towards paying my bills. Oh, dude, this is the most childish logic I have ever seen. Oh, it's just a small amount of money. It's not going to make a big difference. I'm going to think. Phil, that's what fucking people with problems say. Oh, well, I'm gonna try to cut alcohol. I'm not gonna drink alcohol anymore, okay? A little sip is not gonna do anything. I'm gonna have a little sip of alcohol. I'm gonna have a little sip of a beer. Nothing bad's gonna happen. Take a sip of alcohol, and later on they're freaking drinking like a fish. So this is very risky logic of saying, well, it's only small amounts. Only small amounts is going to this Patreon. Phil, Phil, Phil. What warrants to be a small amount? It could be $1, it could be $5, it could be $10. Where do you draw the line of what's a small amount and what's a huge amount? Because bills, get this, are expensive. They might be $300. They might be $100. You live in a big house. It could be anything. I don't know. Saying, oh, small amounts is fine is very risky, shaky behavior. You can't do that. And we're gonna and in the same post, he says something that kind of validates why is this shaky thinking. So remember this. You may not realize this, but you get right into it, guys. You get right into it. In December, my bank account got overdrawn. Phil, do you think your fans should know this? Do you think they should know you overdrew your bank account? You know, the last source of money you have. I don't think you want them to know that you're fucking poor right now. Just saying. So yeah, how do you think he overdrew? With small purchases. If you're strapped for money and you think, well, this bag of gum, it's only $1. I'm gonna just buy it out the bat. That $1 could mean the world. And again, this is the same guy who says, it's just $1. Who fucking cares? See, Phil, you have the worst sense of fucking saving. This alone, if I just ignored the rest of this and read that, I would never donate to you. If you change over, if you became the nicest person overnight, if you fixed all the issues and I read this, I still would not fucking donate to you at all. At all. If that is so alarming that you overdrew your bank account and while exhibiting habits that are dangerous, and you wonder why you're in financial straits, you're wondering why you're in debt. You moved across the country, which is a fucking huge endeavor. It's not fucking moving from Connecticut to fucking Massachusetts or something small. He went from one end of the fucking country to the other. I know a friend of my parents who, they recently retired, and they moved to fucking Greece. You wanna know why they moved to fucking Greece? Because they can afford it, because they have a very good fucking pension. But do you think they're gonna move to Greece if they have financial problems? If they didn't have a good pension? No. They would stay where they are. I mean, yeah, naturally, a lot of people leave Connecticut because of the fucking taxes are ridiculous here, but they don't go all the way to fucking Washington. I can guarantee that. No one moves that fucking far. That's insane. You would have to be insane to do that unless you have a fucking cozy-ass job there. No one does that. No one. And you're asking for money, and you say you overdrew your bank account, telling people, oh, $1 is not a big deal. I'm sorry I'm harping on this, but this right there, that overdrawn is a huge fucking deal, because that could mean he could be kicked out of the house any day now. If January fucking sucks, if he's telling the fucking truth here, you better hope Leanna's paying the bills, because what happened to Leanna money? Dude, this is getting fucking. Dude, if I was in Phil's situation and I had an overdrawn bank account and I had no other plan, I would be crying back to mom right now if I was in this situation. To be honest, because he he doesn't have a job. He's not trying to get a job. He's still doing YouTube with an overdrawn bank account. So he's living literally on the edge if he's telling the fucking truth. Which again, is he? Is he telling the truth? He's buying this, that he's watching wrestling? He's eating food? Look at this. This was 1 day ago. He's watching wrestling. Does this look like a guy who's stressing over losing his house? I'm very fucking. I don't know. This is why people think he's lying, because there's so many contradicting things you can find about him. So let's continue. This isn't a joke, and I'm not making shit up. Okay. I need as much help as possible to keep doing this as a job. Mommy, I need help. Mommy, help me. I'm currently in talks to short sell my old condo in Connecticut for massive loss, which is going to destroy my credit. His credit is honestly, his credit is probably even deader than dead. It's probably beyond destroyed. It's probably, dude, I bet you anything. An accountant, if he looks through his shit, they're probably ripping their head off and committing suicide. I'm pretty sure whoever is his accountant, they're probably killing themselves right now. They're probably like, when tax season comes, they're like, that fucking Philip Burnell guy's gonna be calling. I gotta deal with his fucking taxes. It's gonna be a fucking nightmare. I don't know what the fuck to do. Oh, that accountant is probably really miserable. He's probably the most miserable person on the face of the earth, having this guy as a fucking client. I really feel sorry for that accountant. I really feel sorry for him and his parents and Leanna. I really feel sorry for Leanna, to be honest. Because like Leanna is, ooh. I mean, luckily she has a job. She could probably move into another place. She probably has a she probably has a better chance than Phil does. To be honest, she was probably ready to fucking leave him if the people come in to evict their house. She's probably ready to book it. Um, but let's continue. But I can't keep bleeding money in excess of 1K a month for this place anymore. Maybe. Wait, 1K a month for that place? Phil, I think you bought a dumb house. You should have bought a better house. You should really not buy the most expensive house you see. You should buy the house that's good for you, not one that's like, oh, this is expensive. He really needs a fucking slap or a punch in the face. This is the worst handling of money I have seen, and I thought I was bad with money, but looking at this, I'm probably in a better situation than he is. I mean, actually, I kind of am, because I volunteered at an EMS service. I could probably use that as fucking experience to get a job, to be honest. And you know, a lot of the EMTs become doctors, so there's that. I was told I can't refinance my current house yet because I have too much debt. Oh my God, I bet that bank was laughing their ass off too. They're probably like, this fucking guy thinks he can refinance his house with this debt. Yeah, okay, good luck with that, dude. So I have to try to ditch the condo in Connecticut first before I can do anything to fix my situation. Maybe, crazy thought, you should have made sure, like, waited until someone bought the fucking condo before you moved. I mean, it's also important to, get a house as well, but you want to time it just right. You don't want to have one outliving the other. You don't want to be in this situation. Again, I'm no accountant, but apparently I'm already coming up with better ideas than what Phil is saying. So him making a vlog about buying houses is gonna be hilarious. I hope he does it. So let's continue. These are dire times. Oh yeah, dire times, and reality is reality. I wonder if tomorrow he's gonna sound depressed and bummed. I really wonder. Those couple hundred extra bucks, which may or may not even exist, as I've explained about the public-facing goal. Again, it's a mystery. Only Phil knows the mystery. The solution to the mystery is all in Phil's mind. Need to make sure we stay in this house. That the power is on. That everything is current, etc. Everything is current. You gotta make sure everything's current. Not going towards a PC that could take years to save up for. But I thought the 1025 was to go to bills. So if the excess is meant, then why bother with the second goal? To be honest, if you're really dying for money, then why the fuck bother with the PC? Why have that be a goal? Okay, let's continue. People have been saying for 2+ years that they want me to get a high-end gaming PC while keeping the existing one for editing, streaming, and capturing exclusively. He could really use his laptop. I use my fucking laptop to stream. I stream and capture sometimes uh, on this very laptop. I kind of hate doing it because I love this laptop and I don't want it to fucking die on me, but I still fucking do it. And I also use the PS4 Remote Play to do that with. So yeah, I guess I'm fucked, dude. Um, exclusively fine, but understand that it would have to be an all in deal if a bunch of people want to band together and agree to finance the 1750 in a chunk during 1 month. Awesome. The Patreon goal is for that. I really, 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 really doubt. There's literally no fucking point. The fact that he's saying that it's gonna be a miracle and he has fucking doubts it's gonna get hit is telling me that this shouldn't be a goal. It shouldn't because it's misleading people to donating to that goal to get a PC, to get him to play PC games. But then when it's not hit and it's gone, these people are gonna fucking get pissed. So you would think he would learn from the 4K camera. You'd think that would be the lesson for him, but he doesn't learn. He's punching a wall and getting medical bills and then not realizing that punching the wall isn't good for you. Like, are you fucking dumb? You are making a goal that you think is not gonna get hit, and then when it's not hit, you're gonna remove the goal, gone. And then when those people that are not Brightside Viking are gonna get shitty about it, guess what's gonna happen, Phil? Guess what's gonna happen? Um, but just because I'm making a couple of hundred extra a month doesn't mean I can afford to put that money into a phantom account to save for the PC when I'm this phantom account bullshit. He needs an account to save money because he can't. This is exactly what I said about it, that he can't be trusted with having money sitting there. He can't. He can't. He can't fucking do that at all. At all. Dude. If I want to save money and I want to like, hey guys, I'm gonna save money. If I want to get something, I'm gonna save money for it. I I take my money, take the money that I get, put it somewhere safe, so that it stays there. I don't just like, well, I got the money, send it away. Like that's fucking stupid. And he's doing this, and then he's gonna get fucking shitty when people start calling him out if the PC goal isn't hit, and they're wondering where the money went, and he's gonna get fucking shitty. This fucking idiot should not have made that goal at all, at all. If anything, the goal shouldn't be for the PC. It should just be this is an excess goal. This goal is to pay my bills or whatever. He shouldn't be making that would honestly at this point that would be a better goal than the fucking PC goal if I'm being completely honest. I mean, at least he's being honest with it by saying this money is for the bills, but he's not. He's making a goal to give people a fucking carrot at the end of the tunnel, as Fred said in his podcast. Someone's gonna fucking whatever. Our boy Fred has said this great analogy, and I'll reiterate. This PC goal is the fucking carrot at the end of a stick that he's just attracting people. He's the kind of fucker who would go to my fucking rabbit, and be like, "Oh, Cleo, look, I got a carrot. Come on, Cleo," and lead her around. My rabbit's not gonna have that. Thank you very much. If you do that to my rabbit, you're fucking dead. So yeah, and that's what's gonna happen. He's gonna be trying to lead these people with this carrot, and they're gonna fucking attack Phil when the goal is not hit and the goal is gone. They're gonna get fucking angry. So he's doing this goal, and he's trying to make this weird justification for it, this mental gymnastics for it, and he's trying to defend it. You're a fucking idiot, Phil. You deserve whatever shit you're gonna get after this. I can't wait to see what happens. And if you hit the goal, hey man, you hit the goal. I hope the money is perfect. I hope the PC is exactly 1750, exactly to that fucking T. That it's 1750 exactly. I really hope it is. I mean, also, what's gonna happen if there's money left over? If it's less than 1750, what's gonna happen to that money? Okay. Let's. Where did I go? Phantom account to save for the PC when I'm struggling to pay monthly bills. By the way, this isn't just me doing doing it this way. It's how Patreon works. You hit the monthly contribution for a month. You fulfill the goal. You don't continuously and slowly subtract the amounts from that total every month. Nobody does that. It's this goal has been here for months, mind you. Do you see anything different? Do you see the money going down? Do you see the value changing? No, it's still 1800, but that's the amount of money she's making per month because people are paying that much. I mean, yeah, she's not making 15.59 exactly per month, but she's making a total of that per month. Yeah, she's making the money per month, but when the money goes in, it still contributes to the overall goal. From my understanding, this is just the total money she made on Patreon itself. It's just anything they calculate it per month. Again, if someone wants to correct me, feel free to correct me. I might be wrong there, but I'm pretty sure I've seen this goal there months, and I have not seen it reset to zero. I've never seen the goal get reset like that. People update rewards. They might update. They might add a goal, but like this is reached. Okay, great. But she's making this. This is the money she made. Yeah, by the end of the month, she's not gonna get 59 next month, but someone's probably gonna pledge another $100. Whatever it is, what it is. I mean, again, I don't know necessarily how Patreon works. I'm just going by what it looks like to me from what I am to gather from this. So take it for what you will. It's just I'm very skeptical of what he said here. So it is what it is. So let's continue. Let's continue on this merry road. The real issue is that it seems some have this crazy impression that Patreon money is like fluff, spending money that I'm going to blow on extravagant stuff. Because it's not like your Instagram contradicts everything that betrays you. No. So I guess what he's trying to sell to us is that the restaurants, the movies, and all that kind of shit is stuff that Leanna's paying for. So I guess Leanna is the one that's paying for these dinners and buying these anime and all this stuff. So I guess Leanna's the one doing all that. Okay. Outside of eating out with Leanna once a week, or maybe renting a movie from home every once in a while. Okay, once a week is enough. Once a week is enough to fucking bleed money. You really need to go out eat with Leanna once a week, Phil. You don't have kids. You don't have kids, Phil. There's nothing to run from in your house. You can cook a meal. You can live by your fucking means. You don't need to go to these restaurants to eat. You don't need to do that. You look. You know what, Phil? I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna be. We'll do this. How about this instead? You trade once a week with Leanna to once a month with Leanna, and I will just do the weekend preview video. I'll cover your videos once every 2 weeks. But he's not gonna do that. He needs that once a week of eating. um, we don't even spend money on anything outside of the business. So how are you paying money for dinner? Are you stealing food? Are you, are you dying and ditching? I think that's illegal, Phil. Are you confessing to a crime right here? Because if you don't spend money on anything outside of the business, then what how do you what do you pay for when you go out with Leanna once a week? How do you pay for movies? How did you get to this restaurant that's here? How did you what money are you spending there? Is this part of the business? What are you getting paid by Instagram to do these cringy cliched pictures? Um, you spent $30 on a calendar, which is a good investment, Phil. Very good investment. $30 on a calendar, something that every device you have has. I have it on my computer. I have it on my iPhone. Bing, bing, boom. Um, he rented Suicide Squad, which is $4. So he rents movies for $4. Okay. He has this nice kitchen. He has a dry mat, which I've said which honestly I think it's a waste of fucking money to have a fucking dry rag when you could just dry it yourself. But of course he's fucking lazy. It's two people living in a house. How many dishes can two people fucking make? You know, um, I remember my dad kept telling me like, Thea, how can you not clean dishes? You're one person. How hard can it be? My brother, he lives in an apartment that doesn't have a dishwasher. Yeah, it sucks he doesn't have a dishwasher. He kind of says, "Well, it sucks not having a dishwasher," but he fucking deals with it. But okay, but I don't know where this money's going. I mean, if it's not going outside of the business, then how are they buying these things? How did they afford Suicide Squad? Did they steal it? Did they hack fucking Amazon? Did they pirate it? I don't know, but if no money goes outside of the business, then how can he get these things? You tell me. Question of the week: how can he buy things if he doesn't spend anything outside of the business? I expect an answer. Maybe other YouTubers slash streamers who get hundreds of thousands of views on every single video and make 10 times more than me are using Patreon as a way to rip off their fans and live extravagant lifestyles. This fucker. Yes. Yeah, because the price of living is very cheap, dude. Um, I thought I'm sure you heard of her, dude. She's a huge YouTuber. She's big, dude. She's very popular. No one fucking heard of her. I guarantee before I made videos, you didn't even know she exists. Guarantee. I would be surprised if someone tells me, I know Wi-Fi, I know who she is. Before I saw your videos, Theo, before you even mentioned her, I fucking doubt that. No offense, but I really doubt you knew this person before me. Um, so yeah, that's full of shit, to be honest. And by the way, she's making more than him. I want that to set in. She's making more than him. And but she's a big YouTuber, I guess. I guess she streams every day. She's a big streamer, making money on YouTube. With her one video on YouTube that's not monetized, and she stopped uploading on YouTube because of the copyright claim she gets. Hundreds of thousands of views. and are using Patreon as a way to rip off their fans and live extravagant lifestyles. This fucker, this I said that again. I'm repeating myself, but Mega 64, another group I keep shoving down your guys' throats. They have Patreon. They barely talk about it. They only mention it when they're doing a giveaway or whatever. Um, but they're using it as a way to support their business. Yeah, they have other ways to support themselves, but they want, but with merch, they get only a percentage because they have to pay the manufacturer, they have to pay the shipping, they have to pay all these things to give people merch. So they make enough through merch, sure, obviously, but they're not making like as much as they would like probably. So they open a Patreon to get more money directly to them. That goes directly to them. I mean, yeah, Patreon takes a percentage, but majority of it goes straight to them, and they get things set up. That is not the case here. As shown in every open and honest explanation vlog about the business I've done, no, Mega 64 has been more direct with their fucking business than you have. They're more transparent in comparison because like, look, Mega 64 when they talk about their business, they talk to you about the relevant shit, the shit that you fucking you might want to know about. Phil tells you things that you don't really need to know about, and he acts as if it's important for you to know. I've about the business I've done. I'm pretty sure you don't see us splurging on expensive clothing. These hyperbolic examples he goes to. It's like you don't need to buy rich clothing to waste your money. You going out once a week is enough and for you to have an overdrawn bank account shows enough. You don't need to buy extravagant clothing. Mister, I have a PSVR. Frequent trips for fun, Seattle. And he wants to go to California, by the way, for fun or anything of the like, unless you actually think I can clone myself and do that while still live streaming and making videos every day. Okay. I am so damn honest with everyone. No, you are not. And when you're honest, you say things you shouldn't say, which is fucking hilarious, in my opinion. It ends up biting me in the ass a lot, so for someone to say I'm being selfish or greedy for spending Patreon money, which is meant to support my business, for paying my monthly bills is a bit insulting and ridiculous. No, this whole thing is ridiculous. You fucking insulted random YouTubers that you don't even know, Phil. You don't even know them personally, and you're making these blanket statements using hyperbolic fucking examples that make yourself look good. Like, that's like me saying like, well, I might have been an asshole. I might have punched that kid because he was fat, but at least I didn't kill a bunch of people like Hitler did. At least I'm not Hitler. Like, that's fucking insane. Like, of course I'm not as bad as Hitler. I mean, that's a fucking insane comparison. No one can be as bad as Hitler unless they fucking do the things Hitler has done. I mean, it's the same fucking ridiculous logic that Sammy fucking uses. Oh, at least Phil did not kill anybody. The sons of Kojima, detractors. The Phil did not kill anyone. Why do you hate him so much, dude? Like, really, you're gonna, yeah, of course, you don't look extravagant at all because you're not eating caviar like the rich people, you don't have tax breaks like the wealthy, you don't live in Beverly Hills and this and that. Yeah, okay, we get it, you're not fucking them, but you're telling me, you're trying to push onto us that I don't splurge money, I don't waste money, I don't spend any money outside of the fucking business. Wow, you bought a PSVR, but I guess that's part of the business. Um, you were able to buy fucking rent a movie, go out once a week with Leanna to go to restaurants. You don't need to even be doing that. You own fucking drying mats that are fucking a waste of money, if you ask me. A complete waste of money. Yeah, I know they're probably cheap, but that money could be spent elsewhere. That's more useful. So I have zero sympathy here to that he's saying all this nonsense. And the sad part is we're not even done. I know, we're not even fucking done. It's insane. It's insane. We're not even done yet. Okay, so let's get to this one. Digital Games comes back, says, so I saw the new goal, and it's even worse than the old one. Dude, seriously, at this point, I don't think you'll understand and or accept how Patreon works. I removed the goal everyone thought sucked and did nothing but do basic number adjustment. And now it's worse than the old one? Yeah, at this point, I'm just going to say thank you for your opinion, but I'm not going to let it bother me. Laugh out loud. Phil, Phil, shut up. There, it gets even better. Guys, an hour and 30 minutes. We're gonna push 2 hours. What are you Traditional Games comes back. What are you talking about? All I'm saying is that goals that are way more higher, good English, than the current one is a bad idea. But he can't have two goals that's 1025. He really can't do that. I'm not being like facetious. I'm not like, oh, he can't do that. No, he really can't do that because that makes no sense. He needs to have a goal that's higher than the other one, but he doesn't have to double it. That's it. It could be 1,500 for all I care, but it no. So then Phil comes and says, that's quite literally how Patreon works. Some people even make it that they won't even do any kind of work until a financial goal level is met. Again, we're gonna go back to Mega 64 because this is pertinent here. This is fucking related. They have a goal for version 4. I've talked about this goal multiple times, but they have said that this goal, though, that if we reach 7,500, it will be able to be released in summer 2017. It would be able to be released. So that clearly tells me that they have been working on version 4 already. They had a trailer of it. They showed work of it. They talked about it. Phil. A lot of people using Patreon have already started work on the things that they've had. They have put more work into their Patreon than you do. None of them wait for money to get in their fucking hands to do these things. I'm sorry I'm getting fucking heated about this, but this is sleazy and it's fucking insulting how he's reacting to people asking him questions. In a pre-stream, he called people fucking idiots when they're trying to ask him questions. I even said he should do a video about this because the one time he could do a vlog that is warranted, he's not doing one. The one time he could do a vlog that makes sense to do one, he's not doing a vlog. But oh, he did a vlog about Nightbot because that was definitely needed. Okay. But yeah, they did. Mega 64 had this goal worked out. They started work on it. The only reason why they wanted the money is so they can further their production and speed it up. The only reason why that's why they would say that it was going to be released at this time. Otherwise, it would have taken them longer to get to version 4 to come out. It would take them longer. But this is the process for them to speed it up so that they can get it out. Phil, you cannot make these blanket statements and expect anyone to take him seriously when I can just throw examples at you that prove you fucking wrong. You really fucking can't do that. Because they need the funds first to finance it. No. They either already have the funds to finance it, or they have part of the funds. Like, again, go back to Indivisible. They have an Indiegogo. They still have this Indiegogo campaign. The whole deal was with I think they partnered with 505 as their publisher, 505 Games. I think they did like a Disgaea game, and I think they also did Payday, whatever. They had this deal. It's like, okay, a Lab Zero, if you reach a goal on Indiegogo, if you can, like, they had basically, Lab Zero had to crowdfund half the budget and 505 would pay the other half of the budget. Now they do have stretch goals where it's like, oh, we reach this amount, we'll have full voiceovers and all that. Okay, but they had partial funding. Partial funding. They had a prototype released before the fucking before the Indiegogo was live. They got their shit together. And I was there on their fucking stream on the last day that Indiegogo was live. If that goal was not hit, Indivisible would be canceled. They would not be making that game. So they were like stressing, like, oh, we don't know if we're gonna hit the goal. They reached that goal on Indiegogo at the last fucking minute. It was like so on edge. It was insane. Phil is a fucking idiot. There. That's literally what this is. I already need the $10.25 to pay my bills, but I thought the excess goes to pay your bill. Okay, if we can finance the $17.75 to buy the PC, great. I'll do it. I'll do it. Is it realistically feasible? Probably not. So let's just have this goal. That might happen. Might not happen. Who knows? $17.50 is my money now. I have a feeling. I have a hunch. This is another theory, a conspiracy theory. I basically gonna be wearing this tinfoil hat this whole video apparently, but I think he's hoping. He's probably hoping that if the goal is reached, he can't afford to get the PC. I bet you anything he's hoping, praying to God that the PC is more than $17.50. He's hoping something's that makes it not feasible. So when he gets the money, he can just pocket the money. He won't give that money back. He's gonna put that money right in the bank account so he can pay his bills. That's what he's hoping. That's the bottom line. He is not gonna. He'll do the PC if it's magically 17. Oh, now it's 17.75. You know, it was 17.50. Now it's 17.75. Not shady. Not shady. I'm really losing it already. 4:18 a.m. and I thought I was gonna go to bed early tonight. The stupid me. High goals on Patreon are meant to be just that. Dreams. I really want to stop. I that alone made me want to rage quit this. Let's fucking truck through this. Dreams that you may never reach. He is saying this to potential pledgers, people who might buy this, who might donate. He's saying that it's dreams, might not happen, and he is so traumatized by Project 7 and the camera, but he's still doing the same fucking shit. It's just, he thinks by saying all these things, it's gonna make it okay. Phil, you are so dumb. Dumb. It's hurting me. It's hurting me how dumb this is. But okay. But you never know. A certain group had a goal level of 10K for 1 month. Okay, that if they hit, they'd go on a European tour. They unexpectedly hit the goal, went to Europe, spent a few hours in each country with fans, and then basically enjoyed a free paid European vacation. Phil, you can't compare yourselves to them. Because, for starters, these people probably have a cleaner slate than you do. Secondly, if someone says that you'll go to Europe with them, I mean, but also, who knows if it happened? I mean, maybe they did a video, who knows? Pretty sure nobody expected it to happen. But it did. Oh, I hope it did for them. you never know with some people who have crazy amounts of disposable income. So, so he's praying that Brightside he this is who he's talking to. He's talking to Brightside Viking. He's talking to Brightside Viking, saying, "Brightside Viking, nudge, nudge, give me money. You have disposable income. Nudge, fucking nudge. Give me your money, and maybe I'll come to your fucking house and suck your dick. That's fucking DSP for you. At at least at least in my case, instead of a free vacation, I'm just looking to improve the hardware setup for my business. This is so dumb, 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 dumb. I have to sleep. I have to fucking sleep. And this is the fucking shit I read. This is the fucking shit. And for shits and giggles, let's find Brightside Viking. Let's fucking talk about it because I'm already fuck me. Oh, it doesn't have it here. Are you fucking for real? Where is I saw Brightside Vikings comment somewhere. Fucking saw it somewhere. I'm gonna try one place. If I can't find it, I'm ending the fucking video because I went way too long. Way too long. Where is Brightside Viking? Where is he? Where the fuck is Brightside Viking? I saw him. I saw his forum post. Brightside Viking, where are you? Where are you? You are somewhere. Fuck it. Fuck it. Not fucking worth it. Again, I'm gonna end on a huge picture of my rabbit's face. Thank you for watching this stupid fucking video. I am so salty. I'm just in disbelief at this point. I stayed up way past my bedtime, guys. I don't know. I could have done this tomorrow. I could have done this video tomorrow, but I was dumb enough to do it today. Good night, everybody. Hashtag. No, dude. Just answer the question. I had a question in this. Just fucking. Oh yeah. Question of the week. I want an answer to this. If all the money he gets, he doesn't spend outside of the business, he doesn't spend any of the money outside of the business, how can he afford going to restaurants, renting movies, doing all this stuff? How can he afford that if the money does not go outside of the business? If the money they make does not go outside of the business, then how did they buy these things? So, um, answer me that. I really want to know. Um, and hashtag Cleo. That's the hashtag. Hashtag Cleo. Cleo lives matter. Cleo is the name of my rabbit, by the way. If you say bad things about her, your comment is gonna get deleted. I'm really not joking. Don't fucking test me. I'm not in the mood.